Everybody, to follow up, of course, Return to Ravnica. We're going to move on to our next set, Gatecrash, which, like I said, has the second half of the guilds that weren't in Return to Ravnica. So this is going to be our Boros, our Orzhov, our Simic, our Dimir, which they're not actually real, and of course our Gruul. So a lot of cool cards you can probably see in here. A lot of cool mechanics going on. Hopefully, unlike Return to Ravnica, we'll see all of them. I'm sorry I didn't go into all the actual mechanics that were left out of Return to Ravnica. I'll try and remember for this one to sort of tell you what mechanics we missed out on. I guess while I open this up, I can fill you in. Mechanics we missed out of Return to Ravnica, we missed Detain for the Azorius, which taps a creature down and it doesn't untap. It sort of sleeps a creature for a turn. Then the Izzet have the Overload, which on their instant sorceries replaces the instance of the word target with every. So it goes from being a single target to being a global effect. And then we missed our Golgari keyword or ability, which is Scavenge, which meant that you can pay mana with a creature in your graveyard to move counters equal to its power, I believe, to another creature. So we have our Gatecrash pack. So let's get started here. And first of all, we have our token here, which is actual token, just some random rulesy text and stuff here going on. Alright, so let's check our pack after the camera once again hopefully focuses. Alright, let's start off. We have a Spire Tracer. For 1 green is a 1/1 and can be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. So pseudo evasion here. That's pretty good, especially didn't really see much play in Standard, but was a pretty good card in Limited if you're in sort of the Blood Rush deck. Syndic of Tithes, however, was a great card in Limited. He's a 1 and a white with 2/2 guy with Extort, which meant that whenever you cast a spell, you may pay white and black. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life, and you gain that much life. So Extort was our Orzhov mechanic for the set. Really powerful effect, especially if you got like a lot of these sort of guys. You can really sort of go off. Mortis Strider here for 1 blue-black. When it dies, return to your hand, and it is its owner's hand, and it's a 1/1. So it's sort of recurring threat, not the best, but sometimes you need these sort of cheap guys that you can just keep down and blocking in the Dimir deck if you ended up drafting that. And we have the good old Fish Crab himself and Shamble Shark. For green and blue, you get a flashing 2/1 with Evolve, which is the Simic mechanic, which means that if creatures in the battlefield with power or toughness greater than this creature, put a 1/1 counter on this guy. So Simic, unlike Graft, which is they would enter with a number of counters, and you could sort of move them over, they just got 1/1 counters and sort of got bigger as time went on. Burst of Strength, that's an instant for 1 green, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and untap it. So another sort of Simic-y, I guess, themed card involving counters and untapping a creature. Prophetic Prism, another sort of good card, especially in Sealed when you probably into 3 colors. For 2 mana, it's an artifact, and when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and then you pay a mana and tap this guy, and it filters a color. So pretty good effect, especially in like Sealed. Our Guild Gate is going to be an Orzhov Guild Gate. Same thing like the Selesnya one, enters the battlefield tapped, taps for Orzhov. Fibblethip here with Totally Lost, so fun card to actually get sort of for the archive, so we can show Fibblethip off here. It is an instant for 4 and blue, put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library, so again, glad to have Fibblethip in the archive. Assault Griffin for 3 and a white, it's a 3/2 flyer. This guy, pretty decent. Draft blue-white flyers all the day. For 1 mana, you get Skybinder Staff, which equips to a creature, I guess +1/+0, and can be blocked by creatures with flying, push for 3. So, this guy's a late pick, maybe you play it. Probably not, though. A great card here, another card I love to play back when the set was in Standard, and even after that, with Boros Charm. For red-white, our Boros colors here, choose 1. It deals 4 damage to target creature or player, or permanents you control are indestructible this turn, or target creature against double strike until end turn. So this card put a lot of games away really quickly. Mark for Death, pretty cool card here. For 3 and a red, sorcery, target creature and opponent controls blocks this turn if able. Untap that creature. Other creatures that player controls can't block this turn. So you sort of start a fight with a guy, and only he can block. Our rares, not our rare yet, sorry. Our uncommon is going to be, the last uncommon is going to be 4 white for Herbalist Protector. It is a human cleric, it's a 1/1, but you might be wondering, why is it 6 mana? Well, when it enters the battlefield, you put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. It's a pretty cool effect there. And a card I love now with Commander, Biovisionary here. For 1 green blue, you get a 2/3 guy. That at the beginning of each end step, if you control 4 or more creatures than Biovisionary, you win the game. So kind of sort of hard to pull off in Standard at the time, but you know, in Commander you got things like Rare Replication. This guy, a lot of fun, really fun way to end the game out. And then we have a beautiful Plains here. Alright guys, that's going to be Dragon's Maze. Let's finish it off with, or this is Gatecrash rather. Let's finish it off with Dragon's Maze. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.